Hey, honestly, I feel like I owe everybody an apology. I ain't even really been trying up to this point. It's just scary. Yeah. I've been half-assed in this rap shit classic. Imagine it delivered so passionate. I've been spitting trash with it. I've been dissecting every little facet, but I've been tripping like it's acid spastic. The deliver you some misery, chemistry, bittersweet like a symphony. That's life. Y'all been fucking with my energy. Never get the best of me. This is the reality. That's right. Make a believer out of hater with a heater. I've been moving the needle, been spitting a little sweeter. I'm a different kind of creature. Got a wingspan to reach it. Ain't trudging for a feature. These bitches here all hype. This that sick trap for them savage cats who been living like it's bad. I rap. Hear everybody clap. I've been digging holes. You've been taking naps. I've been killing tracks, deep for speed, going full blast. So sick when I try, I've been getting by like I've been getting paid to take a dive. Evil on the outside, good on the inside.
Woo! What is going on? Man, I wanted to make sure that I got that Dead Man track up there. I tried to do it last show and it bombed big time. So hopefully you guys were able to hear that loud and clear. I have my mic all dialed in. Hopefully it's working a-okay for you guys. And welcome to another episode of the RC News. But we got a few things that we are going to cover tonight. The biggest, baddest thing, I can't believe that I have been able to hold off on opening this box. I am blown away that I haven't basically just dug in and got all crazy with this kit, but we'll get to that later. Well, if you don't already know, I'm your host, Adam Ross. Tonight we got Douglas in the show with us. I thank him for taking the time out to come and answer all your questions. It's going to be the WWDD, and we are going to have some cool graphics and logos made up for that. Want to thank, I think it was Ryan from the Barnyard that hooked us up with that saying, but it is pretty cool. If you're not familiar, it is what would Douglas do? So we're going to have a pretty cool episode with that. Now, some of you guys may or may not know, we are going to have a driver introduction for the team tonight, but just to keep it up and all hyped up and ready to rock and roll and all that good stuff, we're going to actually do two driver introductions tonight. One of them will come as a surprise. The other one, I guarantee you guys might have already guessed. But if you haven't, you guys will find out in a bit. There is a few things that I've been watching this weekend online, one being the U.S. Indoor Champs. Looking at the way that some of those mod vehicles are flying around the track, it is pretty epic. I do like watching it when I have the moving camera. They do have a static camera, and it's not nearly as good, in my opinion. It depends on who you're cheering for and who you're watching. I know Phil's there and Dave Johnson. I know there's a couple fast guys that Douglas is going to mention, and I know Hagberg's there for X-Ray, but it was definitely pretty cool to watch that. Finals are obviously tomorrow. They finished up pretty early today. I believe there was around 290-something entries, just under 300, which isn't too bad, especially during these times. But what can you say? I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on that tomorrow. Also, Douglas is going to be racing again tomorrow. You got Pete's track out in RC Niagara. So I'm basically going to be keeping an eye on everybody racing there. I know there's going to be a few of our locals going out there since they couldn't race this Friday. As you guys seen, sad face in right now. We had the pictures of Cedar Creek Raceway going down, but they did put up the new site. They are now the Windsor Raceway, so it's going to be pretty sick. I wish them the best in what they can do, and hopefully we will see some cool stuff coming out of that camp for sure. So obviously there was a few questions that we had when I posted for Douglas. So let me do this. All right, we got Douglas in the house. Welcome, Douglas.
Thanks, man. Appreciate to be on the show again. Always love to be here.
It's definitely my honor. Now, if you want to get right into it, how about we talk about what you did today, and it might even segue into the question that we had. So I'll let you talk about what you did today.
Today I ran at Outlaw RC Motorsports for their trophy race, which was called "I Wish I Was in Cleveland" race. And I got to introduce my new 12 scale pan car into the race today, which was awesome. The car drove really well, shockingly better than I thought. Just a couple small minor tweaks here and there off the setup. And I ended up getting the TQ and the win after it all. And I was very surprised and happy with how the results and how the car went today. It was really good. And then touring mod, I ended up getting second, which was still a good result. Can't complain about it, but still got a little work to do on that class.
So to anybody else, that would already be an epic weekend. Not only did you get to debut a brand new car that I've heard nothing but good things about, you were also saying that somebody else was running that car at the Indoor Nats?
Yeah, so if you guys follow it close enough, the Ollie Payne, who has currently TQ'd the modified 112 scale, is using the exact same chassis and pretty close setup to what I was using, I bet, for what he was driving down there. He's, as what I can say from watching it live, he looks like, especially in the fourth qualifier, his car looked superior to everybody else, which was kind of nice to see.
Yeah, and so if you guys aren't following it, I just brought it up on the screen here, and you can catch all the results on Live RC, obviously. But yeah, he definitely was setting the pace. You can see his fast lap was not the fastest. Alexander actually took that with X-Ray, but if you look at his consecutive top three, they are so close in this battle. It's not even funny. So the finals, in my opinion, are going to be amazing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but X-Ray just released their new 12 scale car as well.
Yeah, so I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but there was a video that X-Ray put out on their Facebook page that was about 27 minutes long. I think it was on a Friday.
Okay.
And it was Max Koenig, Alexander Hagberg, and I think Martin Mouchier or something like that. And they're doing a video about their new 12 scale because they're running it down there.
Okay.
So, is it new? Yes. Is there many changes compared to the 21? No. It's
an X-Ray.
It's there's maybe a couple changes or a lightened piece here, a different nut here, a couple different things here and there. But other than that, it's the same car as the X-Ray, the X12, 21.
Nice. Now, the one thing that I wanted to bring up was, let me see here. So if it is Rocket Round, I want to make sure I'm doing this right. So if I want to show, I'm going to go to race results here because Phil is in here. So
you actually just saw him when you went to the results of it.
Yeah, he was in 15th. I saw that,
Yeah.
But he dropped that much just from round 4?
So the way, because of Rocket Rounds works, it's whatever your fastest pace seats you for your main. So say those guys beat his fastest pace in the fourth qualifier, he could drop as many as 10 positions. He couldn't drop it all. Maybe he went up. I don't know. It goes by pure pace.
I'm going to check right now because obviously Craig, number 1, Eric, number 2, Dave Johnson, number 3. So let's look for
Right there.
Phil. Yeah, he did drop to 15.
So he dropped because of his pace, which honestly, the guy 15th to 9th is within 5 seconds. So, and he had a couple rough runs, especially in the fourth call.
Especially in the fourth, yeah, definitely had some trouble in the fourth. I was I think he had only 2 rough laps, which is surprising. So I'm rooting for him tomorrow in the mains. The biggest class there by far is USGT. And in the final, it went down to the final round, round number 4.
4/100ths of a second.
Look at that,
Wow.
eh? That is a battle. To steal TQ, that is a close battle right there, man.
Oh, yeah. That's always good. That's the definition of on-road. 4/100ths of a second between first, second, and 3 seconds between, I don't know, first to fifth. I think that's on-road for you.
No kidding. So speaking of on-road, Pete has his race tomorrow, and obviously you're looking forward to running that 12 scale at that track.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're going to be running mod touring as well, correct?
Yeah, I'll be running mod tomorrow, yes.
What motor are you running in a mod touring car there?
4.5.
Jeez Louise,
Yeah.
man. I have a 4.
Yeah, majority of people run the 5.0 just for a smoother feel, but I don't have a 5.0, so I just go 4.5. There's no difference, really.
I run a 4.5 in my drag car, and I can't even keep that straight. So I can imagine how much rip that thing must have. So speaking of new cars, the question that we are going to use today is when you have a new car. So obviously I'm going to be building this kit up. I can't wait. But the question is from Jason, and he wants to know, when you build a new kit and you build it to the kit spec, when you go out to the track, do you just make one change at a time, or do you make multiple changes at a time?
I do, honestly, one simple change, because for me, if it's a new car with a new chassis and a new platform, I don't know how that car is going to react to that change. So, like, so to speak, with a 12 scale, a 1 mil shim to the left or the right hand side of the car could be huge, but for a touring car, it's barely anything. With the same thing with an 8 scale, I make a simple change of, it could be camber, right height, toe, whatever it is, just super simple, just to see how the car reacts. And then because for all I know, I could get the car box stock and it could work perfectly. I don't know. But it's just one of those things where I only make a simple change depending on what I think I need the car needs. So it can be more on power steering, more off power steering, some more rear grip, maybe softer, like I don't know. So yeah. But no, I try to just keep it as simple as possible, because I don't want to, especially like when I building it's nice because you get to understand what's happening, and you get to learn what certain changes make. And learn this ride height here and this ride height there, which is really awesome to see, actually. But some things might not know, what you think they might do might not actually what they do. So I still think with something extremely simple as possible.
I agree, because I've always been taught just to make one change at a time. And I was also told to make big swings at that change so you actually get a feel for what that change can particularly do.
Yeah, so for sure. Like maybe not big swings in every sense, like something like camber. You don't want to make a big swing like a 1 or 2 degree in that sense. But like for sure you want to make a significant amount of change that you definitely know if it worked or not. And that's the thing too, like people don't realize that I don't want to make a big change or say multiple changes. Say I make 2 changes on that car thinking that's going to help what I need, and it makes it worse. Well, what change do I think? Well, I don't know what change made that car feel like this. So now I have to take one change out, have to take the other one out, and put the other one back in and test it and see which one helped me and what I actually need. So it's like doing triple the work instead of just taking an extra 15 minutes to go and test it. Which that triple the time is going to take you, instead of 15 minutes, it's going to take you an hour. So,
yes. No, that is like words to live by right there, because you don't want to get too confused when you're messing around with setup. So this question is awesome right here. I don't know if you can see the questions up on the screen, bud.
Yep, I can see it.
Okay, good.
Tanks do you run on a stock setup before you consider the car to be broken in, or do you wait to tip that point to make any changes?
That is an
Um,
awesome question. Thank you, Ryan.
I don't know if I break any cars in, because I look at it because the fit and finish of everything of all the cars nowadays are so nice and so like pristine and like premier, and that I don't worry about breaking in the car. I worry about my first thought is first thing I do when I get a new car is I take about 3 to 5 easy laps, because I want to know how the car reacts immediately to what I'm driving or what I'm doing. So then after the 3 to 5 laps, I slowly build up what what I'm used to driving, and then once I'm to the full capacity of what I think I can drive the car at that moment, then I go from, well, it needs this, 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 or this. So the minute I get comfortable with the car, okay, the best way I can say this is the minute you get comfy with the car, start making changes. Or comfy enough that you can say, okay, I know for sure it needs this, and it needs this. Could be a right hit change, a camber change, or a toe change. Doesn't matter what it is. But you just need to make sure that when you change it, you know why you're changing it and know how much you want to change it by, and then immediately test it. If you don't like it, change it back, and only one change.
Right. That way you can keep it fresh in your mind so you know what you're switching back and forth from.
Exactly. Because you can't, especially with the new cars, again, simple changes, one change at a time does you wonders when you think about it. Wonders. Because I don't say I break in cars. I go out there, I get comfy, and I start testing as fast as I can. Especially like today, I probably tested or tried half a dozen different things just to get the car to where I like it. So it's very interesting to see where everyone likes it and sees everything. So yeah,
No, it's true. And once you have a couple things in your head, you can kind of just have like a check sheet saying, okay, I tried this, it either worked or didn't work. And then you go on to the next thing. And that way you're keeping track of all the changes. And hopefully each time, like you said, if it goes bad, you just have to go back one step instead of multiple steps if you throw more at it.
well yeah, and that's the thing with especially with changing things and setup sheets. You change the one thing, you go and try it. Because if you don't, it's gonna make it way worse. And then the way I look at it is, you don't you could make a checklist if you have to make if you think that there's more than one thing wrong with the car. Like say it doesn't have enough on power steering and it's unstable. Well, those are two things that are really opposite ended, because the minute you add more steering is the minute it becomes more unstable, and the minute you make it more stable is the minute you get less on power steering. So stuff like that, you have to just make sure that you focus on one thing, isolate it, and work strictly on that until you get where you want to be with that. Then then you move on to the next step. But usually when I look at a car, I try to focus on one thing. If it's really bad and I don't have a lot of off power steering or on power, I just focus on that one thing. If there's other little things that I can worry about another day, I try to do that. But I try to do the major thing that's holding the car back for me to drive faster.
See, and not a lot of people realize that. And the amount of effort it takes to make the car comfortable for you is huge. If you just go online and download a typical pro setup, unless you have every single part that pro is running on that particular buggy, their setup might not even be what you're looking for and or need. The track conditions might be a little bit different. The grip levels might be a little bit different. There's so many differences that, yeah, it's awesome to say that I'm running Dakota Fence setup on my TLR or Tebow's on my Techno or Douglas's on my Techno. But when it comes down to it, I know I'm not driving like them, and
Yeah,
I'm probably not at a track similar to theirs. So how how important is it to keep your own setup sheet when you go from track to track?
um, I feel like first, if you're starting off, I don't. My first suggestion is like you get a new car, that's fine, but always try box stock setup first.
Okay.
But if you want to try people's setup sheets or setups, what I do is that if I find someone's setup that I know is faster than me, that I know drives a faster car than me, or is faster than me in general, I'll copy the setup. And then if I like the setup and it's better than what I had before, I'll keep it, but I'll make tweaks to that setup. And then once I become comfy with that setup, with the changes that I've made, that's when I write it down on a setup sheet saying whatever the conditions, time, place, traction level, and then what the actual setup sheet is. And then I keep it in like a little folder book, whatever you keep it in. And then what you should do is that every time you go to a track that has similar conditions, you put that setup back on the car. So say I have a setup for when Vineland was open for debuggy. Loose, loamy, kind of dusty.
Okay.
I have a setup sheet for that. Then I say go to LCRC, which LCRC when I went down was kind of a little bit loamy, dusty, a little bit not like what didn't come as grooved up until like maybe the last day, halfway through on the main day. It didn't become grooved. So like something like that, I would put my Vineland setup on my cars for me to go to LCRC because I'm used to that. That car is already set up or would be basely have a base setup for that dusty kind of conditions for down there.
And see, you can tell how advanced you are. Now, I know a lot of people that are watching right now, because I can see by who's joining us, are pretty advanced people as well. But I just want to say that if you are new to the hobby, because there's a few of you guys that are tuning in that I see that are just getting into 8-scale and just getting into off-road. And what I would say is keep the box stock setup on there until you get comfortable running with the jumps, especially if you're coming from the on-road scene and you're just transitioning to off-road. The first thing that you're going to notice is where in the heck did my grip go? Because when you go from on-road carpet to off-road dirt, even if it's John's track that has tons of grip or Quebec, you're still going to be like, where in the heck did my grip go? And I think that if you're new, just focusing on getting in clean laps and working on your consistency will be way bigger than making all these changes. Like me personally, I don't know what Douglas thinks on that one, but that's just my idea.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree that if you are new and you come from the on-road scene, you have to get used to the throttle control of jumps for sure. Mm-hmm. And then for sure, clean laps and consistency. It's just like on-road. Clean laps and consistency is key to doing well in off-road. It's the exact same thing.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely super cool. But if nobody has any other questions for Douglas, I don't want to keep him too much longer because he has an epic day tomorrow. The kid only got one first and one TQ, so he's got to step it up tomorrow somehow, some way. I would already retire for the weekend myself, being like, yeah, I'm the champ. But he's putting in work. He's doing what he needs to do. And you know what? I'm going to be rooting for you tomorrow, and I wish you the best of luck. And
thanks.
I will be bugging you shortly, bud.
All right. Thank you very much.
Hey, man, no problem. You want to?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you want to thank anybody? I'll let you.
Yeah, I just want to thank all my sponsors for their great support of what they do for me. Techno RC, Summit RC, Power Hobbies, McLean Racing, Alpha Plus, VP Pro, T-Works, JNT Bearings, Blythe Design, and Stag CNC. Really, without them, my program probably wouldn't work anywhere close to what it would be at now. And they're just the best I could have right now. Just amazing. Thanks.
Yeah, and everybody's wishing you good luck there, bud. So
thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We'll definitely chat during the week, and I wish you the best tomorrow. And
yeah,
we'll be in contact.
All right. Thanks.
All right. See you, bud.
See ya.
All right, man. So obviously, Douglas is super dialed out of the box. Like, let's face it, man. The kid gets a brand new kit, shows up, and basically TQs and wins. Like, man, I would love to be able to do that one day. It might be vicariously through my kids, but whatever, I'll take it. So while he was thanking his sponsors, he thanked none other than Summit RC Racing. And obviously I got the kid here. I do have some things that I've been checking out. As you guys may or may not know, he has a sale on right now. So he has a whole bunch of bling bling items up for grabs. So if you are looking to treat yourself for anything for Christmas or the holidays or anything like that, cruise on over to www.summitrcracing.com and check it out. And there might be something that you can sneak under the tree and nobody be any the wiser. Just put, love Santa Claus or ho 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 or something like that. And trust me, nobody will know. Nobody will know. But they got a lot of sweet things. And I will share the link for the coupon code in the description. Possibly if Sean could share it in the chat, you guys can get it real time. And right now, he's got tons of deals. Not only does he have deals on the VP Pro tires, he's got deals on Alpha motors. And obviously, there's going to be a new Alpha motor finding its way into this thing shortly. And you know what? The countdown's on. We are going to be opening it up fairly soon. So with that being said, head on over and check out the website. Don't do it until the show's done, but definitely do head over and check it out. So what I would like to do now is I would like to show off a little segue here. And basically, we are going to introduce our newest member to the Sworkz team. It is none other than Sean Wang himself. Obviously, if it wasn't for Sean, I don't believe I would have this awesome opportunity. I don't think that we would be able to pull it off to the level that we are for the 2022 season. And I don't think it comes to anybody's surprise that Sean Wang is going to be on the team. Now, obviously, he is our first authorized retailer for all of Sworkz Canada and Sworkz items. He's got all the fancy gear. He's got all the cool shirts. He's got all the awesome accessories that you could possibly want to outfit yourself in any of the Sworkz items. And not only that, we have one other driver. This one may come as a surprise, and I'm going to show him off right now. Yeah, man. I would also like to welcome Johnny. Johnny not only is coming off of an epic season out at Spark, he has been a past champ. He has been really stepping it up, and obviously being a father-son team, it warms my heart to see them two putting in such an amazing run. Johnny had this epic battle last season, and if you haven't seen the video, man, I'm going to try and do it. I know that John Blakely remembers this kid. He definitely will remember John and that battle they had in the Truggy. And now I know I can't wait to see Johnny wheeling around his new Sworkz Truggy in the 2022 season. There's his dad congratulating him. Now, Johnny has a huge opportunity here. Not only does he have this great new sponsor, which is us, I got to give us a little plug there. He has an opportunity to work with me, Andy, Nathan, and everybody at our local track. With that opportunity and the help from everybody locally, I know that he is going to help push Nathan and vice versa. I can't wait to see these two get out and on the track and start having some fun with their new stuff. It is going to be awesome seeing these two kids grow up right in front of our eyes, battling it out on the track, and hopefully taking some serious names down in the very near future. I know I am super stoked to be able to announce those two guys. Like I said, the Sworkz team is building up. I have to thank everybody for reaching out, putting in their application, putting in their sponsorship sheets, putting in all the time and effort to try and get a chance on the team. Obviously, we are still taking applications. We are still going through all the processes, so please be patient. I'm actually blown away by how many responses we got. I have gotten them all over the place, not only in just Ontario. We have even gotten out of province ones, and I even got some out of country, which is extremely weird because I haven't advertised out of the country yet. So I'm definitely blessed and cannot wait. Yeah, no, Sean, for sure, Johnny is an up-and-coming star, and you know that with him and his dad putting in this kind of effort in the off-season, I can't wait to see what they can do when the season starts in 2022. It's going to be awesome having them on the team for sure. So one of the things that I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to show off some new products. Now, obviously, one of the things that you need when you're building a new kit is going to be tires. And one of the things that I wanted to kind of touch on is tires. Like, who doesn't love tires? I'm gonna. Aw, thanks, Mom. I love you too. Who doesn't love tires, though? You know, my mom loves me. I love her, and I love tires too. So, as you guys know, we got some new tires here. So, these ones are Nathan's. It's the new T-Pro. And what I want to do here is show these bad boys off. Now, these are going to be awesome. These are, I'm going to say, a medium pin style tire. I like that it has the bar in the center. This right here, and I know you can't really see it, so give me a second. I got to show this off. It's too good not to. So I'm going to pull this up here. Hopefully it is to the stream. There we go. So as you can see on the side of the carcass, it has this awesome X positioned into it. And basically, this will help ensure that you have basically a more stable carcass and side by. Like, this is a beautifully constructed tire. I come from a molding background, and I have looked through all the packages that I have, looking for flash, looking for molding seal off, looking for any type of imperfections that I normally find on tires of other brands. So, as you guys know, Sean currently carries the VP Pros, and we've all seen how good Douglas has done with the VP Pro tire. So we know that the VP Pro tire is a definite contender, obviously, but these new T Pro tires are going to be a more premium tire. They are going to be the racer's choice. Now, with that being said, I do have a question. Thanks, Steve. I do have a question, though. So, obviously, we got these cool T-Pro rims, right? T-Pro rims. You gotta love them. Gotta love the design. I'll rip those bad boys out in a sec. We got, well, here, I'll go do the foams. The foams are definitely super cool. I'm going to rip one of these bad boys out. So, right off the bat, the feel, the fit, and the finish are superior. And I must say, I'm really impressed with the construction and feel of the foam. Now, for the racers, typically, we like to modify stuff just to try and get a little bit more grip, a little bit more side bite, a little bit, whatever the conditions are, you can actually do it to these tires. Now, there is something that I want to ask, and maybe you guys can throw it in the comments. Who hates gluing tires? Like, you guys know my history, maybe you don't, but I really struggled for a while to get my tire game in check. I was the tire coming off king. I could not figure it out. And then let me see here. I have it right here. This is kind of, yeah. So you hate it. I hate it too, man. So the one thing that I want to tell everybody is that T-Pro actually comes with a pre-glue option. So it comes fully assembled, already pre-glued. So if you would like to get your tires already pre-glued, hit me up in the comments, because honestly, it is a struggle for some, and some don't necessarily need to fine-tune their tires. Okay, so back in the day, this is the tip that I would typically use to glue my tires. Well, another shameless plug coming. This right here, if you head over to Summit RC Racing right now and use the promo code that hopefully Sean can actually put in the comments, this was a game changer for me. Not only did it allow me to get deep down inside and put a proper bead, this actually made it easier for me to control the flow of glue going in. Now, you got to keep in mind there are two different size tip applicators for it. So when you're getting it, depending on if you're running medium or thin glue, you're going to want to adjust the tip in accordance to what you are running. So make sure you definitely check that out. Yeah, I hire my tires to be glued up. Damn. There you go, John. So T-Pro might be for you. Okay, so we got that. Now let's bust into the package. I want to show you something. So I have been going through all of these tires, and for me, this right here is going to be one of the best tires out at our local track, Spark, because of the size of the pins and the construction and how it has it staggered. I believe that with the dusty, loose conditions, this tire will get down to the surface where I can get maximum grip. Now, I'm going to show you this. Like, this right here is such a clean release. It's not even funny. Like, I can't even explain to you how good it, like, let me bring it back on screen here if I can try and show it off, because it does it no justice until you can actually see here. Now, I hope that you guys can see the picture big enough on your devices, because I want you guys to see how clean this is inside the tire. Now, obviously, if you are into prepping your own tires and getting the maximum that you possibly can out of them, you're definitely going to want to glue them yourself. And basically, that way you can take advantage of all the little tips and tricks that you can possibly get out of it. Oh, man. Here we go. Thank you, Sean. So, yes, so there's some of the codes right there. And basically, that will help you at checkout. Just make sure that when you are checking out, that you separate your orders based on what type of item it is. And you'll see in the description there that he has all the different items covered. So make sure you head on over to his site and check it out. It's definitely awesome. And you know what? We have to support him because he supports us out at the track. And you know what? Without him and his support, we probably wouldn't have had as much fun the past 2 seasons, and especially trying to get parts during COVID. He has been a mainstay and definitely has been helping out tremendously. So, like I said, we're going to be checking out the T-Pro. Obviously, it's a little bit too chilly. We got snow today, but we are going to be testing this out. I'm looking forward to the team being able to test them out. They are already proven over in Europe. They have won multiple big events. They've basically been around for about 10 years now. And as far as I can tell, they are definitely a premium tire and looking forward to doing it, man. Oh, yeah. You heard it there, man. Don't miss that deal. So I think it's about time that we bust into something here. I know I've been dying to see this. I've been basically hooking the other team drivers up with their kits, and this kit's mine. So let me see if I can actually. What's going on, Dougie? Is yeah, those tires do look sweet, man. I have to say they are pretty kick ass in my opinion. But let me get this set up. I think you guys will like this. Hopefully we can zoom in on that. There we go. Let me get my trusty knife out. Oh yeah, man. I am like a kid in a candy store right now. I cannot wait to finally dig into this kit. Obviously, I am going to be doing a full review, and we are going to be definitely making the best English version video of this whole kit build. So obviously, number one, we got the body. Basic body is going to be, not so bad. We got the LFR bodies getting painted by none other than Bodies by Brandon. I know it's going to be a race. Either I'm going to have the kit built with the full video before he has the bodies painted, or he is going to have them painted before. The race is on, man. Let's see what we can do. So, man, looking in here, oh my God. Jeez, I am like so super stoked. So we got air filter, we got the hose, a couple extra spare filters, which is super cool. Bag J, looks like the throttle linkage and all the servos and stuff like that. All right, bag C, getting a little bit closer. We got one diff in there. We got here bag E2, looks like we got some steering bits and the servo saver, and the locking nut is standard on that. The one thing that I'm definitely going to upgrade is the upper plastic part. I'm definitely going to be putting an aluminum one on there. Multiple spur options in the box. Yeah, man. Looking forward to it. Yeah, Sean, definitely. And if you look at how it's cut, it's actually laser cut. This thing is definitely a nice body right out of the box. No complaints about this body whatsoever. It is definitely a very capable body. The feel and thickness are definitely really good. So I think that it could be a contender. But you'll see an LFR body on mine for sure. So bag D, we have the diffs. So got the D bag. Gotta love the D bag, right? The B bag, obviously, I'm thinking it's the front and rear diffs. Keep on digging. It's like more and more toys. Oh, so comes with its own clutch system there. So it looks to be a 3-shoe clutch on there. So obviously we're going to have to go with the alpha clutch. So this will be staying in the bag. We got the K bag. We got all the shocks. Look at those shocks. Beautiful, beautiful looking shocks. Can't wait to assemble these bad boys. Very nicely done. Very nicely packaged. Nope. Gotta wait till Christmas, eh? Oh man, what, to build it or to get the body? The kit comes, yes. So look at that. It comes with some tools. You got some fluids. You got some looks like some aftermarket parts. You got some grease in there. Definitely a super cool package there. That is the M bag. So that'll be a little bit later in the build for sure. Man, we are getting closer to the reveal for the chassis. Definitely looking forward to that. This looks like it is the battery box and the servo mounts and all that. And the way that it actually has an option to hook up the power on off switch is awesome. There's two different options there, and it looks like it has the spot for the MyLapse transponder, the mini and the full size. So awesome options there. Here is the rear wing. Comes with the wicker bill and a few other options. Does it have the holes there? I'm gonna have to open it up. I'm getting super stoked, man. I don't know if it has the extra stuff in there, but here is the sway bar kit, the bag E1. We got all the pills. You can see all the pills in the back. Definitely gonna have lots of fun with that. I do see the blocks in there. I see some of the push pins. I love the finish of the aluminum parts. The aluminum with the silver finish definitely looks dialed. So bag E3, we got all of our drivetrain components and the wing kit. Definitely looking good there. And as you guys know, it is a pillow ball car, so you got your pillow ball bits in that bag as well. We got the gas tank separate. That is a bag H. Oh man, I think we're finally there. Look at that chassis. We got the brakes in there. I don't know here. Let me see if I can get it so you can see the brakes. But the brakes have red calibers on the brakes. And if you guys know me and my colors, red, black, and chrome, geez Louise, I cannot wait to start doing this kit. So now this is new to me. Let me get this out of the way now. It has been so long since I've actually had a manual that this is, you guys don't even know. You guys don't even know what this means to me, having a manual and getting to go through. So obviously the manual is bag A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread everything out. I am going to go through it. And I am definitely going to start diving deep into that. Some of the stuff that this has is, oh my God, it's going to be awesome. Let's see if I can kind of try and get it in order here. So we got A all the way here. Let's see. I'll try and do this as quickly as I can. We got C. Love my D bag, of course. Put B there. Start moving on over. There we go. So we got A, B, C, D, E, E. Where's the F? There's, oh, F is the chassis. There we go. Put the chassis there. And then there's G. There's H, I, J, K, L, M, and N. There we go. So we have this all spread out. Now, I'm not going to go through every little bit and piece right now. Full parts list on the back page. Nice. You know what? That is super cool. That is awesome. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the red calibers, man. I can't believe that. That's like a little bit of bling bling. Let me rip that out real quick. That's awesome, man. Like, that is attention to detail right there. Like, I'm blown away. Gonna slide it back into the bag just so I can do a full build. I want to actually film it with the overhead, and as you guys can see here, let me show you. It's oh, you know what? I have to actually stay on, or else I have no sound. Sorry about that, guys. But Matt was saying, what's for drink? It's not Tim Hortons. I actually have some Jack Daniels and Coke. So cheers. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic night. Man, yeah, sorry about that. Definitely have to keep the sound on. That is weird though, that when I do bring in the overhead cam, that there is no sound. Yeah. Whoa, Jonathan, what is going on, bud? Are you heading out to the race tomorrow? Because I know you're an on-road specialist, and you had some pretty kick-ass rides last year when I saw you out there. But if you guys could please comment, if you know what, I wish I could set up a poll. Maybe I will do it on John's site, because John's a group page, so you can still do a vote. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually post the question: is it glued or is it unglued? What's it going to be? Pick your poison. I know that I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'm going with the glue it myself. But if you do want it to be pre-glued for you, ready to rock, right out of the package, you'll have that option. So definitely some super cool stuff coming out of T-Pro and SummitRCRacing.com. Now, if you guys haven't had the chance, you got to head over to VRC. So, no, sir, I'm giving the TC mod kit a rest tomorrow. Uh-oh, that's all right. You know what? At least you're fortunate enough that you can still get out and run. We're going to try and hit up one of Pete's races. Unfortunately, I'm not able to go tomorrow, but I am definitely going to be heading that way. Definitely looking forward to running my Mugen again. So let me see if I can get rid of this. Bring this up. Now, if you haven't gone over and started your qualifying, you only have 11 hours left. I'm trying to catch Kevin so bad. He's got me by basically 20 seconds, so I got a little bit of work left to do. What's up, Richard? How's it going, bud? I got a little bit of work to do, but I feel that now's the time to switch over to the Blakely Special. I was lucky enough for him to help me out with a different buggy setup. So not only am I going to catch Kevin, I might just have to put Blakely on the trailer, but we'll see. Qualifying's pretty tight up top, only 2 seconds separating Brian and John, but John does have one qualifier left in the bank. So who's it going to be? Is it going to be John Blakely or Brian Nesbitt for TQ in Canada for the Turkey Shootout 2021? Yeah, we can't have an actual race in Canada off-road right now, so we are doing it virtually. And as you guys know, he is going to be doing a huge event coming up in January, and it's going to be epic. So this is the time to get the practice in and basically kind of just have some fun with us hanging out and, doing what you can. Uh-oh. Steve's no joke. I'm kind of nervous now. If he's on his way to start qualifying, I better get on Discord and start chirping him a little bit. Maybe get him out of his game. And I'm wondering what in the heck happened to Mike Boris. He was supposed to go over there and cut John Blakely's internet so he couldn't qualify so high. Here he is sitting number 2, still 1 round left. But that's basically all I had for everybody tonight. I just have to thank everybody for joining in. It's been a blast. You guys here, let me add it to the stream again. You guys know what I'm going to be doing, don't you? I'm going to be digging deep into this kit. I'm looking forward to the build. I'm going to be running the camera. I'm going to do a time lapse. I'm going to try and basically incorporate all of this coolness into one kick-ass video for not only the team, but for everybody to enjoy. Because right now, every video that I look up for Sworkz builds, I can't even understand it. All right, Mike, you know what? I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep talking so that way you can get over there and cut it. So, Doug, you missed the driver reveal. Okay, so obviously one was absolutely no surprise. It was none other than Sean Wang. Definitely a great manager, team guy, and somebody that I look up to and respect for what he has done for the local hobby scene. So it was a no-brainer to have him on board for the Sworkz team. And the new kid on the block, Johnny. And if you don't know who Johnny is, you'll have to check back in the video. Johnny has won previous championships out at our local track Spark. He's just recently stepped it up to the 8-scale round, and he had an epic battle with John Blakely at the end of the season in 2021. So now that he's got the Sworkz E-Truggy ready to rock and roll for the 2022 season, I know he will be a force for sure. Whatever works for you, Adam. Yeah, buddy. So, yeah, you got to get 40s in your run. I'm hoping to stay under 50s. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Man, the thing is, I do have to thank everybody for sending me all of their info, all of their sponsorship requests, all of the love, all of the support. It has been very humbling, to say the least. It was such a cool feeling to come home every day from work, check the Sworkz account, and just see the responses, really. Not only is it from people in Ontario, like I said earlier, it was from people from Quebec, a couple of people from out of the country and stuff like that. Everybody jumping on board, trying to get in on the Sworkz team, which I really appreciate. And I guarantee 2022 is going to be an epic year for the Sworkz Canada crew, and we are going to keep building it up from there. So like I said, just please be patient. I do have a lot of stuff that I'm working on behind the scenes. I do have a lot of help, thankfully, from my daughter Michaela, my wife Tammy, and my son. Not much help, but he's there. He'll get there. He's going to be building up his e-truggy. He's there. Yeah, he's there. But we'll get him rocking and rolling. Yeah, we got to get the Reimer brothers on the Sworkz team for sure, man. Hopefully we can try and do some convincing. We'll see. Those two cats are extremely fast. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be doing a whole review, a whole video. We are going to be blowing up the Discord channel. We are going to make sure that we try and have an amazing English presence. If you guys want to check out, there is one really cool build of the Sworkz chassis. Just mute it because the guy's Italian and I can't understand anything. I tried reading the comments in the obviously the captions, and it just didn't make any sense. So we have to create our awesome English version build video of this, and I will most likely have my buddy Jeff come over, help work the cameras, get everything all set up. That guy is a whiz when it comes to actually putting all the content together and creating something special. Like I said, without his help, I wouldn't have all the fancy stuff that we have right now, and I am definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, you know what, man? I would probably need that. And the funny thing is, I even seen a couple builds from the Russian team, the Sworkz Russian team. It was super cool. So if you want, like, you can still check it out. It is super cool. Probably the best promo video that you can see for Sworkz is the RCGP. We are stronger together. And that is an awesome slogan because I too believe that we would be stronger together. So on that note, I am going to cut you guys loose so I can dig deep into oh my God, all this goodness. I don't even know where to start. Actually, I do know where to start. It's bag A. But I am going to cut you guys loose. Don't forget. No, I didn't freeze. No, just, you know what? If you ain't having fun, you ain't doing it right. Or wait, no, are you not doing it right? I don't know. But I'm going to turn you guys loose. You guys have a blast tonight. Thank you for joining me. And stay tuned for the build video. Maybe it'll even be done tonight. We'll see how ambitious I get. So you guys have a good night, and I will see you guys later.